Good morning. It is about 8 o'clock or so. I'm on my way out, leaving the Whitewater Preserve. It was an amazing place, I tell you. Got down off the mountain, crossed over a river, as you saw, and then if you watched my last video, and then as I began to enter the preserve, it was just surrounded by wildlife, and so it was pretty cool. Saw some rabbits, saw some ducks, hear a lot of birds chirping. You may hear them in the background, I don't know. But I plan on hiking uphill most of the day today, approximately 12 miles I'm gonna shoot for. It follows a creek up the canyon, and so, or the river, I should say, up the canyon, and going to just try to push it. It's gonna be close to 900 feet if I can make it. Right now I'm at 9,000 feet if I can make it. I'm at 2,000 at the moment. But I'm optimistic. It's gonna be a good day. Hiking alone at the moment. Met some other thru hikers. They got a little nervous though. The upcoming section between here and Big Bear, I guess there's some strong water, long water stretches. And so I think there's a 15 miler and an 18 miler where there's no water source. And so there are a couple nights I'm gonna have to dry camp, just pack out enough water from a source to last me a couple days. And so I have the capacity to be able to carry up to 7 liters of water. I hope I don't have to carry that much, but if I have to, I have the capability. So I'm just gonna keep on pushing on. I got about a half a mile before I reach the Pacific Crest Trail, and then I will be back on track. So with that said, I will talk to you again soon from the trail. Scared the crud out of me. The first rattlesnake of the trail. He rattled right when I walked by him. Go along your way, little guy. Good afternoon. It is about 3:34 o'clock. I decided to cut my day short. It is extremely hot. I've hiked about almost 10 miles today. It's in the 90s at the moment. I found a little shaded area here. I'm gonna cowboy camp, I think, tonight in the shade, and just rest. I'm right by a stream, so I have plenty of water right now. I know tomorrow I should have a lot of water throughout the day, but the next day after that it's going to be very, very scarce. So I'm going to try to drink as much as I can tonight. I know I got a little dehydrated, or at least I feel it today, and that's why I kind of cut it short. I didn't go as high as I thought I was going to. For whatever reason, I was mistaken. I was thinking I was going to go up to 7,000 feet, and I will eventually get there, but not today. I think I'm at right now around 3,000 to 4,000 feet, and so, but it's been a decent day. Like I said, other than the sun, other than the heat, it is a hotter year than normal, they said, or at least at this time of year. And so I'm hoping the water holds out. For those of you who are starting in April or even May, I can't imagine starting that late. At least the May people. But it's been a decent day. I felt good. I stopped a little bit and took a little siesta for about an hour beside the trail. The problem I ran into, though, I found a shade, a bush for some shade, but as I was sleeping, the sun moved around and I kind of accidentally fried my legs a little bit. Let me show you. So I know that's gonna hurt tomorrow. I have some burn cream in my first aid kit. I'll probably rub it on there in a little bit, as well as maybe pop a couple ibuprofen to dull the pain a little bit. But I'm gonna just relax for the rest of the evening next to this beautiful river and drink me some H2O. And so with all that said, I will talk to you again soon from the trail. Good night. Well, I've been following Mission Creek for the last couple hours. I think I've gone about 4 miles or so. However, I just took a tumble. The rock underneath my foot shifted and I went sliding down the embankment. I landed on my butt and I scraped up my elbow, or my arm, I should say, pretty bad. But other than that, I'm good. But it is kind of find your own way through the canyon here. As I'm following Mission Creek, there's really no trail, at least no set trail. There's parts of a trail that I guess have been washed out over time, but other than that, I'm just making my way over a bunch of rock. And so it's not too hot at the moment. I'm shaded by the canyon walls. I feel like I'm running from the sun, though. I keep seeing it getting brighter and brighter behind me, but as the sun gets higher, I guess. But I'm gonna push another 9 miles or so, hopefully, to get to camp. And so it's a heck of a day. So with that said, I'll talk to you soon from the trail. Well, according to my GPS and the cairn at the top, I think my trail is someplace up there. I guess I'll be climbing. Wish me luck. It wasn't easy, but I made it. Whew. Now, to continue to up there. I did it. Woo! Well, I made it to camp. It is just a little after 4 o'clock. It's been a long day. I did not expect that I would be basically walking Mission Creek almost the whole way. There was a few times that I got back on the trail, what was left of the trail. I guess there was a hurricane that came through back in 23 that washed out this section quite a bit. And so it was difficult kind of navigating at times, but I eventually found my way. I'm here at camp. I'm gonna set up my tent probably tonight, just because there's a lot of being by the water. I realized last night whenever I was cowboy camping, there was a lot of bugs. And so to try to prevent that from this evening annoyance, I'm going to sleep inside my tent. And so I'm gonna do that, set that up, make me something to eat in a moment, and relax for the rest of the day. I got another long day tomorrow as I make my way towards Big Bear. I'll talk to you soon. Good night. Good morning. It's about 10 o'clock. I've been hiking for a couple hours already. Got a late start this morning. Just did not feel like getting myself out of the tent. But I forced myself up, ate me a small breakfast, and was joined by another thru hiker who's behind me, who goes by the name of Georgia. And so it was nice to see another hiker after going almost 2 days without seeing anyone. But it's been a good day, a nice steady climb at the moment. I am making my way back down shortly to Mission Creek. It will be my last creek crossing. What that means is it will be my last source of water for probably 18 miles. And so I plan on, when I get there, drinking at least a liter, if not more, and then cameling up, meaning not just drinking, but packing out as much water as I can carry. I can carry up to 7 liters, as stated before, and so I'll probably do just that. I want to make sure I have enough water, especially since I'm going to be climbing into higher altitude. Ultimately, I think it's 7,000 to 9,000 feet. I'll have to look on the map again, but quite a bit I'll have. And the higher I am in altitude, the more thirsty I become, I've noticed. And so I want to make sure I have that handy for if I need it. And so the downside of carrying so much water is the weight. Water weighs 2-point-something pounds a liter, and so I'll be carrying 7 liters, so you figure that out. But I'm not looking forward to the extra weight. However, you got to do what you got to do. But I'm gonna keep on making my way forward. I'm gonna stop at the creek, and then I'm sure Georgia will catch up in a moment. She stopped to take a break back there right near the top of the climb, and so I'm on the downhill spiral, if you would, as at the moment. And so I can hear water, so I think I'm getting close, but that can be deceiving, of course, especially here around the mountains and in the canyon and all that. But I'm optimistic. Again, it's going to be a good day. Plan on doing as many miles. I'm afraid to say, because every time I say how many miles I'm going to do, I end up cutting it short. And so I'm just going to do as many as I can do, and then eventually make my way to Big Bear. And so when I get to Big Bear, I think I'm going to take a Nero, just some time off in town. I'm pretty banged up from my fall the other day, or yesterday, I guess it were. I'm gonna kind of tend to that, shower, maybe clean clothes. I've noticed on the PCT, it's hard to clean clothes. A lot of places you stay, they don't have that option, or you're at least cleaning it in a bucket, which is okay. It's better than nothing, but I prefer a wash machine and dryer if I had to choose. But beggars can't be choosers sometimes, and so I'll do what I got to do in order to survive this trail. And so with all that said, I'll talk to you soon again from the trail. Goodbye. Making our way up the creek. How you feel? Exhausted. Good evening. It is about almost 6:30, like 6:25 or so. I am about a half mile from camp. It's been a good day. I got the hike with Georgia, as stated earlier today. She's ahead of me. She's probably at camp already, as well as a couple other thru hikers. We'll probably all camp in the same area. I think there's a several mile gap after the campsite where you're not allowed to camp. So unless we want to push more miles in the dark, we're gonna have to stop. But I'm up on a mountain right now. I'm about 8,500 feet or so. It's getting really windy, but it's been once I came out of Mission Creek, the views have been spectacular. So I got to see kind of where I came from back behind me. But it's been a good day. I've been trying to ration my food. I'm eating enough. I had enough snacks with me, but it's taken me a little longer than I had anticipated to get through this section to make it to Big Bear. I'm hoping to make it there. Today is Saturday. I'm hoping to make it there Monday morning. There's some road I was told that is closed during the week. I don't know what that's all about, but if I gotta walk 5 miles on the road, I guess that's the deal. But like I said, I'm just gonna just about at camp. We're gonna probably all cowboy camp because I think there's only enough space for a few tents, and since there's at least 4 or 5 of us who are going to be camping there, we're probably going to all need to cowboy camp. But that's already been decided. We've already discussed it. I'm just sitting here enjoying the view, enjoying the mountains behind me, the snow-capped mountains. It's been a good day. And so with all that said, I'll talk to you again tomorrow from the trail. Good night. Good morning. It is about 8:45. I've been on the trail for a couple hours now. Camped last night at about 8,700 feet, just a hair shy of 9,000. Camped with 3 other thru hikers. Of course, I introduced you to Georgia. She left just a little bit before me, so she's ahead somewhat. I also camped with Lorax and Mike the Mechanic, which isn't his trail name. It sounds more of his occupation, but I'll roll with it. But we had a situation last night with Mike Mike had some altitude situations going on, some elements going on. So he, when he got to camp, he set up his tent and he was laying down. He having trouble breathing. His fingers went numb. Just all of that. And so we tried to warm him up by boiling some water, putting him in an Nalgene bottle, and letting him rest. He took some medication to hopefully subdue any of the symptoms from the altitude. But for me personally, other than this cough I'm still trying to get rid of, I'm doing good. I did good. And so I think I'm on the downward at the moment, heading towards Big Bear. I'm still in the middle of the water carry, and so I got a lot of water. I probably didn't drink enough water yesterday, or I carried too much. Started out at the stream with 7 liters, and I think I downed 2 liters there at the stream, and I think I only drank 1 liter, not even a whole liter, the rest of the day until I got to camp. So I still got a lot of water. I did cook breakfast this morning, made myself oatmeal and coffee. And so I'm going to just keep pushing on. I'm hiking alone now. Like I said, we all kind of went about our own agendas this morning. Georgia's ahead of me and the other 2 left before her. And so I just was pokey at camp. And so I'm getting ready for the day. But with all that said, I will talk to you again soon from the trail. Goodbye. Good afternoon. I made it here to Big Bear. I am actually going to be staying the night here at Big Bear Hostel, just right across from the harbor on Big Bear Lake. It's been a good day, but it's been a hard day. I've been pushing it today, made it down to the highway, attempted to hitch into town, ended up having to get a hold of a trail angel by the name of Kelly, who picked me up. I guess my appearance, I've either been on trail too long and I look too rough, or I look like a serial killer. I don't know. But I had trouble getting a hitch, but I did get a ride into town. I'm about ready to take a shower, clean my clothes. I have my base layer on at the moment. Going to maybe run and grab something to eat later this evening. And then I think tomorrow I will get up semi-early, and I got to go to the post office, ship out some things. I got to bounce my ice axe and my micro spikes to Kennedy Meadows South. So I'll be all prepared for the Sierra Mountains whenever I arrive. There is not much snow left here in the South, and so I don't think I'm going to need it before then. I may not even need it much there, but I'm going to bounce it up there anyway. But I have to resupply. I'll do that probably in the morning too, grab something to eat in the morning before I hit the trail, and then I will get a ride back to the trail. And so, but I'm gonna just take it easy today, enjoy my room. I got my own room, and so I'm just gonna enjoy the evening, enjoy the accommodations and all of that. So with that said, I will talk to you again soon from the trail.